Guys, I don't know if anybody saw this, but if you do follow our YouTube channel at the 107 MMA channel, 107 MMA show, you might know that I'm a massive Khamzat Chimaev fan. He is my favorite fighter in the UFC, favorite fighter of all time. I've been waiting for his title shot since 2020 when he almost was matched up against Leon Edwards, and we thought he could steamroll Kamaru Usman even back then in 2020 or 2021. Khamzat fans have been waiting forever for Khamzat to finally get his title shot and prove that he is the best fighter in the world, which I truly believe he is. So it is nearly upon us. I'm actually going August 16th. I cannot wait. This fight is going to be incredible. But I saw a crazy video on Daniel Cormier's video channel earlier today that freaked me out. I don't know if anybody else saw it. And you can see at the bottom, the question is, Khamzat was injured a month ago, and this is because of what Daniel Cormier said on his channel. So I want to share this with you guys. I have no idea if this is true. I never heard this before from anybody else say that they thought that Khamzat wasn't going to make it to Chicago or he had some sort of injury or whatnot. But I heard it today, and I was freaking out. I'm just praying that Daniel Cormier made a total mistake and he's in the wrong. But anyways, this is what I want to share with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this legitimate? Has anybody else heard anything on this topic? I am just praying that either it's false, number one, or number two, whatever it was, it is way in the past and he's doing amazing now. So listen to what Daniel Cormier said on his channel earlier today. Check this out.
Guys, UFC Chicago. Khamzat Chimaev is supposed to fight Dricus Du Plessis. Not even a month ago, there were rumors that Khamzat Chimaev was injured, that he was not going to be in Chicago. Guess what? He's going to Chicago. I saw him training with Coach Calavitta in the garage down in Los Angeles. And if you're training with that man, there is nothing wrong with you. Because the way that he pushes his athletes, the way that he works them to exhaustion, the way that he really does test you mentally, physically, that means you cannot be injured. And if Khamzat Chimaev was to have any issue with Dricus Du Plessis, as we saw with Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, it would be the longer fight and the cardio. If there's a guy that can get him ready, it is Coach Cal. It seems like he's doing all the right things. But hold on a minute. You do not look past DDP. Time and time again, people want to disrespect this young man. He is a dominant champion, and he intends to get the job done again at UFC 319 down in Chicago. I can't wait. I was so bummed when I heard that that fight may be canceled. But now that I know Chimaev is here, Chimaev is in the United States, it's all systems go. And there's nothing better in terms of that thought to me as a guy that gets next to the octagon. Boy, it's going to be good. I cannot wait for UFC 319.
So there it is. I was absolutely blown away when I heard this. I have heard nobody talk about this. One thing that I'm praying is maybe he got this mixed up, because I know there were rumors that DDP, we covered it on this channel, there were rumors from Kevin Iole that DDP might have been injured. I never heard anything about Khamzat Chimaev being injured. If I had heard anything, I would have talked about it, because as I mentioned, I've been dying to see this fight. In particular, I've been dying to see Khamzat fight, period, for the title. Now that it's DDP, it's even better, because these are two superstars, in my opinion, in the UFC. And if it were not for Khamzat Chimaev, DDP would be my favorite fighter in the middleweight division. Anyways, I've been following this fight since it got announced. Before it got announced, I've been dying for the announcement. I cannot wait for it. And I never heard anything on this front. So I'm just praying it's a mistake, because if there's any truth to this, I'm already scared. I'm already nervous, because now what he had an injury, but now he's totally fine. But what was that injury? Are there any nagging injuries? Like what's happening with Khamzat Chimaev? All right. But then he mentioned this guy, Coach, I think he said Calavitta or something. And I looked him up. So I just want to show you who this guy is that he's training with. He has a company called the Training Lab. And I'm going to show you right now. Hold on. We're going to jump to it here so you can see the website. So this is the guy that he's talking about, Coach Calavitta or something like that. The Training Lab is a world-class training facility that implements science and technology to maximize health and athletic performance. So this is a mission statement. We strive to continue to create and develop the most comprehensive and detailed performance and recovery program in the world to not only produce the best prepared athletes in history, but to also extend these methods to all people for optimal health and wellness. We are people helping people. So this is super cool. And I don't know who this guy is, but DC seems to know who this guy is and seems to have a lot of respect for him. So this, I guess, is a positive thing that he's working with this guy in California. And I know the Jackson podcast mentioned that he's training at the Jackson facility for the next 6 weeks leading up to UFC 319 that is taking place in Chicago. Now, I also went onto this guy's Instagram to see if I could find any footage of Khamzat training, and I did find some footage. So I'm going to show this right here, and I've muted the audio because there's some music playing, but you can see right here, this is that garage gym that Daniel Cormier was talking about, where Khamzat is training in SoCal. There's Khamzat, and you can see him doing all these different drills. Man, like I said, I just hope Daniel did not. I am hoping he made some sort of a mistake or whatnot. But at least when you watch the footage, he's training with these guys. He's doing his thing. He's doing, it looks like, these agility and hand-eye coordination drills. So you can check this out. See, with balls. And I know I've done these drills at my MMA gym just to work on hand-eye coordination. So I imagine that's what he's doing in particular here. You can't see what they're saying to each other, unfortunately, but this is pretty cool. Looks good to me. Looks like he's running around in great shape, having fun, doing his thing, as he normally does. So hopefully this is all just nothing. Either it was a complete mistake, or whatever this purported injury was is now long in the past, and the fight is going to take place as scheduled. I can't take it if it's delayed anymore. We were hoping for this fight at International Fight Week, and now it's happening in August, and it felt like August was so far away when they announced it, but now it's almost here. We got to have this fight, please, MMA gods. Anyways, that's it for the video. I don't know what to say. I just want this fight to happen so badly, and I just want both guys to be healthy and go in there and do their best and have a great performance, and we can see finally who the best of the best is in the middleweight division. And it can go either way. I'm fully aware. But if it so happens to go the way of Khamzat, which I'm hoping for, even though I'm a fan of DDP, then Khamzat can finally begin his reign as middleweight champion of the world in the UFC. Let's go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that DC has this wrong? Do you guys think that there was indeed an injury and it wasn't released, but maybe it was on the inside of the UFC and they were chatting about it, but now he's totally in the clear and he's good to go? Do you think Khamzat is going to come out full strength? Do you think he's going to be compromised? Let me know in the comments. This is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Because like I said, I'd never heard a thing about this. So that's why I had to share with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.